Hi, here we are on video again. Seems like this is the way we talk these days. I hate that. I'd much rather talk face to face, but I wanted to get some things to you in the most personal way possible. And right now, video is the fastest way to do that. Uh, this evening, along with Brother Frank, I met with our deacons and I've talked with Vonda and Shelly. And of course, Ron's part of that deacons group, but also on our staff. And we've been talking about what our response is to the government recommendations and what we're going to do as a church in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. And this evening, we've had the news of a local positive test in our area. And so that makes some of the decisions easier, even as they're not what any of us would want. But in response and in agreement with our federal government's recommendations and the meeting sizes that we need to come down to, it seems to us, like several other churches in our area, that the right thing to do at this point is to cancel our services. We will put out a lot of content on the various media outlets that we have. Stuff will come out on our Facebook page, on our website, uhbc.us, and on our in-house communication software, which is Realm. Of course, virtually, live streaming is not the way we want to meet. We want to meet in person. But right now, the neighborly thing to do is to not meet in person. And this is a response not to fear of me or anyone else in our leadership team getting COVID-19. Of course, we need to remember what our public officials have told us. This is probably for younger people or up through median adults in good health. This is probably a fairly minor flu-like or lighter illness. But we also are responsible to care for those who are at risk. And in this case, that's our population over 65 and people who have underlying health conditions. And of course, like lots of churches, we have lots of those. And so we don't want to run the risk of passing the coronavirus to one of our at-risk members, and we want to be good citizens in our community. So we're not going to have any of our weekly gatherings, Wednesday night, Saturday, Sunday morning, Sunday evening, our itty bitty basketball league, some of you are part of, that won't be meeting. Really nothing that's not essential for getting our worship services broadcast or our food pantry. Our food pantry is going to continue to be open on our regular Tuesday and Thursday times because we feel like that's going to be a critical help to our community, and we've worked out a way to do that in a drive-up fashion and so as to limit the exposure of our clients and our workers, and so they're going to continue that. One thing that our deacons wanted me to stress is that in not meeting, one of the ways we face some risk and some exposure is in our finances. This is going to be hard on churches not meeting because when people don't show up, frequently our gifts, tithes, and offerings don't show up. And so we want to encourage you to be faithful. At Union Hill, we have some ways you can do that digitally. We can do that electronically through Realm. And so if you're connected on the Realm app, you already have the opportunity to do that online. If not, you can use your own bank's online bill pay and just put Union Hill as the payee, and the bank will handle all of that transaction for us. Or, of course, you can just drop it in the mail. The mail still continues, and we would appreciate that. It's important not just to take care of our staff, but also to be able to do the things that we need to do to help our community in the face of this outbreak and the things that we'll face in the future. All this will be put in place for the next 2 Sundays through the next possible Sunday we could meet would be April 5th. And so all our activities will be canceled up to then, and we'll try to get a lot of digital content to you so we can stay connected to one another. But we'll let you know as we approach that April date, and of course you'll see the news just like we will, and we'll try to make all of that information available. But certainly for starting tomorrow night, the Wednesday, the 18th, through Wednesday, then that would be the first Wednesday in April, I believe. that all of our meetings will be canceled, and then we'll reassess and let you know as we approach Sunday, April 5th, which of course will be Palm Sunday. We'll let you know where we're at then. For now, good night, and feel free to call us for anything you might need. We'll still be open in the office, but we'll see you in this format on the web very soon.